So in one of the virtual Mkuku episodes between myself and DJ Sbu, I mentioned that I'd love for entrepreneurship and making money and business to be a sport in schools, primary school, high school, just as kids play rugby, soccer, cricket, netball, hockey, just as kids play chess, just as kids have choir, maybe they have some type of band, debating. Why can't entrepreneurship and business be seen as a sport? And then the top kids in your school get to compete with kids from other schools in the region, in the province, national. And eventually, you're like, every year, this was the child that made the most money in this region or in this country. And that's how we will build a culture of entrepreneurship and business in this country of South Africa. And once someone becomes a multimillionaire, once someone becomes a billionaire, they're like, I remember that kid. They were like in the top 3 in the country, making the most money in grade 11. So as I'll speak about that, a very close friend of mine, Unhlonipho Mdagane, Nkunzmalanga, from Newcastle, sent me this article today via Telegram from a website called record.co.za or Record, because it's Pretoria record.co.za. And I wanted to read this article for you guys. And you guys wonder why I appreciate and admire Afrikaans people so much. This is one of the reasons. Moord 10, I think it's Moord 10 marked as the next millionaire. Matthew Blau from Hoërskool Oos Moord bagged the first place in the Maak, a Millionaire Entrepreneur of the Year competition, starting his journey to be like his millionaire mentor, also from the Moord, Albert van Wyk. This article was written by Sean Sproule or Sproul, record.co.za. Matthew Blau from Hoërskool Oos Moord bagged first place in the Maak Me a Millionaire, Make Me a Millionaire Entrepreneur of the Year competition, starting his journey to be like his millionaire mentor, also from the Moord, Albert van Wyk. Finalists were awarded at a gala evening that took place on Monday evening at the Atterbury Theatre. Here are the top 3. In first place was Matthew Blau from Hoërskool Oos Moord. Second place was Larissa Kamstra from the Hoërskool Menlo Park. Third place, which was shared by Dane Schonborn, who's homeschooled, brilliant, and Mia Ludwig from Help Mekaar College, which is in Johannesburg. Every morning, Matthew Blau wakes up ready to take on the day. He carries a 20-kilogram bag of energy drinks to school every day that he then sells at school. Then when he gets home, he delivers frozen chicken products to his clients that placed online orders from his Chick business. Most nights he gets home at 9 o'clock in the evening after he finishes his deliveries before doing his homework and then packing his stock to sell at school again the next day. Blau started with just 50 Rand and 8 months later runs a business valued at 234,000 Rand. All this hard work won Blau first place in the Maak Me a Millionaire Entrepreneur of the Year competition. He will now spend a year under mentorship with Albert van Wyk to learn the ropes of finding success as an entrepreneur. All episodes of the competition are available on YouTube. Van Wyk said that he was very proud of the young entrepreneurs. I'm so proud of each of them and the way that they conducted themselves in front of the 300 people in the audience at our gala event with their talks. All of them are true entrepreneurs that will build amazing businesses in the future, and I'm honored to serve as their mentor. At the end of the competition, the top 10 competitors showed a total turnover of 360,000 Rand, a total profit of 152,000 Rand, that's basically like 50%, and a combined business evaluation of 1.2 million Rand of the top 10 businesses. It is important to remember that they accomplished this in just 8 months of our competition, and they are all high school entrepreneurs, said Van Wyk. First place, Blau told Record that he felt humbled by the experience. Just to think how many fellow scholars with excellent businesses and ideas enrolled for this competition. But I believe my passion, hard work, and determination paid off in the end, said Blau. He said he wants to work on his 3 pillars: passion, hard work, and determination. I call it my PhD. P for passion, H for hard work, and D for determination. By sticking to this, I will always achieve the highest peak in everything I take on. After the mentor experience, he wants to stay focused and balanced, be open-minded, be a visionary, and never give up. Van Wyk told Record that the goal of Maak, Millionaire was twofold: to find that entrepreneur in every school that just needs some mentorship and a point in the right direction, and to promote entrepreneurship. Earlier this year, I visited 16 schools in Pretoria and find our entrepreneurs for the show. In the process, I spoke to more than 15,000 students, which are now exposed to entrepreneurship and the possibility of becoming an entrepreneur. I'm excited for the future of South Africa, knowing that our economy is in the hands of these capable youngsters, he concluded. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant story. You can go check it again, like I said. When I look at Matthew, I stand to be corrected, but he looks like a young colored gentleman from Hoërskool Oosmoed. And look, the one thing I know is that there's a lot of kids around the country, Ekasi, in the suburbs, that are selling biscuits, lollipops. Some of them run some of the events at schools, whether it is a Valentine's dance, whether it is a spring festival. Some of them, they have like entrepreneurship days or cake sale days where like their moms and dads help them to like sell cake. They host like a ghost house. They sometimes have these horror houses. They sell candy floss, etc. It is something very brilliant, and it's something that schools, in my opinion, really need to champion as an extramural. In a country like South Africa, where we keep speaking about how small and medium businesses create the most jobs, in a country where there's such high unemployment, where there's so much poverty, I think it's important that we begin inspiring kids to sell. So many schools have got these weird rules that kids are not allowed to sell at school, and I don't understand it. Yes, of course, if a child is busy selling during class hours, that's a no-no. In the same way that if a child is busy going to practice their kicking for poles, going to practice their choir during class time, that's a no-no. But during break, after school, there's no reason for kids to not be selling. You know, some of the schools fight that, it's competing with the tuck shop. But the school needs entrepreneurs. The country needs entrepreneurs. We've got the townships which have been overrun by immigrants who have taken over retail. We've got certain black neighborhoods where the biggest business people, they are not even black people and they're not even local people. So we need to champion this. And I said it on the virtual Mkuku with DJ Sbu and myself. And it's funny that Matthew sells energy drinks. Who knows? He may be selling more fire as well, which would be a great story. I hope that people that are going to be watching this video are going to be inspired to get their younger siblings, their children in schools to start selling. You don't only need to sell at school. You can go online. There's something called drop shipping. Kids can go to the Facebook market. Kids can set up their own websites and advertise. You could sell soccer jerseys, for example. You can be the child that maybe sells your matric jackets or matric jerseys. You can host kid-friendly, family-friendly events. I know a lot of kids do these parties which have alcohol and hubbly and funny things, but you can have events that where your parents are involved and you say, look, we're going to host a party at my family's place. We're going to host a braai. After we play rugby, we're hosting the kids from the other school. The parents will be there. No alcohol, no cigarettes, no drugs. It's going to be a great space. All the kids that want to come through, please speak to your parents. Maybe put in 100 Rand or whatever. Come through and let's have a good time and let's bond. Some of these kids can set up like a cappella groups in the school, and you can set up something like The Soil, which travels around the entire town and starts performing on weekends. You can maybe start sponsoring your school sports teams so that when they play, people are like, who sponsored you? It's like, well, it's one of the entrepreneurs in the school. I think this is a game changer. If we can get this right, if we can get local business leaders to get involved and sponsor some of these kids, give them stock either for credit so that they pay later or give it to them at a discount, I think that would be great. If we can get religious leaders in their churches to encourage kids and adults, of course, to come through on Sunday and sell their stuff off the church. If we can get some of our local political leaders to see, can they get funding from some of the funds that are out there. In Gauteng, we've got the GEP, the Gauteng Enterprise Propeller. We've got SIFA. We've got the NEF. We've got the IDC. We need more young people involved. If we're sending kids to school and we're saying the reason you go to school is to learn how to read and write, arithmetic, so that one day you can get to tertiary, so that one day you can get a degree or diploma and you can go and get a job so that you can make money. Why are we not teaching kids to make money at a very early age? Money at the end of the day is a game. Yes, we can argue it's a rigged game. Yes, we can argue that it's exclusive for certain people. But once we open up the game to children and we get them to trade in real time, I think that can be a game changer. I have an issue with the fact that the system has been designed so that kids are kept out of the money game until they're like 25, while other kids start early. You're only like 25 years old when you start earning an income, and I think that's wrong. The second thing is we've made it cool for kids to get these stars, get a star on your forehead and get naughty badges and get other badges and get half colors and colors, these scrolls, and you get your honors blazer or your colors blazer, you get a nice certificate, you get a trophy. We give kids all these little trinkets, all these little incentives that don't mean anything in the real world. Whereas if a child in grade 1 has gotten their spelling test 10 out of 10, why not give that child 5 rand? If a child is the top academic student of the year in grade 7, in grade 9, why are they not getting 500 rand, 200 rand? Of course, we've got situations like kids get bursaries, which is almost like getting money. We've got situations where kids get book prizes. I remember I used to get book prizes in high school when I'd get like an English award, an Afrikaans award, or some academic award. You'd get books. But why are we not giving kids real cash? And once they have that cash, teach them how to save, teach them how to invest, teach them how to use that money maybe to pay their own school fees, to solve certain issues at home. The sooner we can get kids to do that, the sooner we can build entrepreneurs that can plug into the money world, into the global world. Like I said, there's online. Kids can go on TikTok daily and make money. Kids can create YouTube channels while they're still at school. You knock off from school, you get home, just like Penuel, the black pen. You're in grade 9, you start making videos. Sup guys, it's me, Penuel. I'm in grade 9. I want to help you guys with your homework. If you got the homework today, we're doing the algebra. Let me help you guys out. And kids start monetizing from a young age. Game changer. Absolute game changer. I've been toying around with this idea, and it's something I need to discuss with the mothers of my children. Maintain my kids from 0 to 10 years, and then from 10 years, keep maintaining them till they're 16. But in that 6-year period, aggressively train my children on how to make money. Online, in the real world, get them to network, get them to understand how different businesses work, get them to, by the time they're 16, choose. Do I want to go into business full time, or do I want to take the money that I'm making and carry on paying my own school fees? Do I want to get a bursary and carry on schooling? What do I want to do with my life? I think if I can empower my children to become independent, money savvy, financially literate, and get them to understand the real world, that'll be the greatest gift I can give them. And it will be the greatest gift you can give your children as well. Shout out to Albert van Wyk. Shout out to the guys that are running Maak, Millionaire. I'm looking forward to maybe this becoming a TV show, whether it's on CakeNet, whether we get an equivalent on the SAPC, somewhere on Moja Love, somewhere on Mzansi Magic. People that run YouTube channels, this would be a great way to have like a Dragon's Den Shark Tank, where you're getting young kids to pitch their business ideas, and then you give them 500 rand, 1,000 rand, if you can 10,000. I know at some point Ukandani Msibi of 360 and DJ Sbu on Twitter were running this competition where they were funding young entrepreneurs with their ideas and their businesses as well. I think it's something absolutely amazing that we can do, especially for young people. There's still Forex trading, there's still crypto trading. So many ideas. Write a book like me. Sell your books in PDF for 50 bucks. Sell your books in hard copy for 100 rand. The world is our oyster and we can travel the world. Just in closing, the youngest billionaire at some point was Ashish Thakkar. I think he was from Uganda. I think he's from Uganda. I stand to be corrected. But I remember his parents took him to, I think, Dubai. I think it may have been Dubai, the United Arab Emirates, at the age of 15. Bought him a computer. Took it back to Uganda. When he got back home, a lot of people wanted computers. So he went back to go and stock and he started selling. And at that age, he told his parents he wants to be an entrepreneur. And they said, look, we'll give you a year to try it out. If it works, you don't have to go back to school. If it doesn't work, then you have to go back to school. And by the age of 30, he became a dollar billionaire. Fucking insane. With the Mara Group. Anyways, Penuel the Black Pen. This is the type of stuff that gets me very passionate and excited. I hope it will excite and inspire you to do and make a change and a difference in your society and in your world. I'm out.